we continue reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are reading from chapter 2, text 9. This is from Bhagavad Gita as it is. Chapter 2, text 9. Sanjaya Vacha Evam Uttva Rishikesham Gudakesha Parantapaha Na Yotsya Iti Govindam Uttva Tushnim Babhuvaha. Sanjaya said, having thus spoken, Arjuna, chastiser of enemies. Well, no, I thought we finished that, right? Let me see, just one moment, please. Oh, no, we didn't. Anyway, Sanjaya said, having spoken thus, Arjuna, chastiser of enemies, told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent. So in the previous verse, he tells Krishna, I surrender unto you. I accept you as my spiritual master. I'm your disciple. And then now he's saying, oh Govinda, I will not fight now. Dhritarashtra must have been very glad to understand that Arjuna was not going to fight and was instead leaving the battlefield for the begging profession. But Sanjaya disappointed him again in relating that Arjuna was competent to kill his enemies, parantapaha. So Sanjaya purposely uses the word parantapaha to describe Arjuna. That parantapaha means he can kill his enemies. Although Arjuna was, for the time being, overwhelmed with false grief due to family affection, he surrendered unto Krishna, the supreme spiritual master, as a disciple. This indicated that he would soon be free from the false lamentation resulting from family affection and would be enlightened with perfect knowledge of self-realization or Krishna consciousness. Because Arjuna told Krishna, you please instruct me. So now he's going to receive the knowledge, the most confidential knowledge, and then would surely fight. Thus, Dhritarashtra's joy would be frustrated since Arjuna would be enlightened by Krishna and would fight to the end. So, reading on, text 10. Tam uvacha rishikeshaha prahasan eva bharata senayar ubhayor madhye vishidantam idam vachaha. O descendant of Bharat, at that time Krishna, smiling in the midst of both the armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna. So here Sanjaya is saying to Dhritarashtra, O descendant of Bharat, because he's coming from in the family of Bharat Maharaj. And he's saying, what did Krishna do? The talk was going on between intimate friends, namely the Rishikesha and the Gudakesha. Gudakesha means one who has controlled sleep. Arjuna is called one Gudakesh, means one who's controlled sleep, one who's given up, he's not under the mode of ignorance. And Rishikesha is the master of the senses. As friends, both of them were on the same level, but one of them voluntarily became a student of the other. Krishna was smiling because a friend had chosen to become a disciple. As Lord of all, he is always in the superior position as the master of everyone. And yet the Lord agrees to be a friend, a son, or a lover for a devotee who wants him in such a role. So the Supreme Lord is the Lord himself, right? He's Atmaram. You know, he's not anyone's servant. But because the devotee wants to reciprocate with Krishna, oh Krishna, I want to have a relationship with you as a friend. Then Krishna says, oh really? I also want to be your friend. Come, let's play. You know, this is like on the true love. And then Krishna acts really as a friend. He's not thinking, oh, I'm God. So, oh, when Sridham is going to hit me and I'll fall down, then I'm not going to let Sridham win me. But we see so many times that in the wrestling between Sridham and Krishna, Krishna falls down, Sridham is on top of him and saying, I won, then Krishna is like, he's actually playing the part. That's how he wants to reciprocate. But when he was accepted as the master, he at once assumed the role and talked with the disciple like the master, with gravity, as it is required. So here Arjuna is saying, I want to change our relationship, that I accept you now as my spiritual master. So as the spiritual master, Krishna is going to give him knowledge. That is what the duty of the spiritual master is. It appears that the talk between the master and the disciple was openly exchanged in the presence of both armies, so that all were benefited. So the talks of Bhagavad Gita are not for any particular person, society, or community, but they are for all. And friends or enemies are equally entitled to hear them. So if somebody tells us, oh, this is very confident, I cannot tell you the confidential knowledge about God. No, it's for everyone. It's for everyone, or somebody will say, I can say it to you only in private. No, why? Everyone is benefited by hearing about the Lord, by getting this knowledge. So it should be given to everyone. So that's the reason we see that the devotees, they hold open Bhagavad Gita classes. Everywhere, everyone is invited, not only for a particular community or a particular gender. So we should also try to give this knowledge to everyone. Give Bhagavad Gita to others also, so they can start also their spiritual journey, their spiritual life. Shall we stop here for today?
Choose the urgent one or...
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for listening in today morning. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.